Hey guys, it's Haptic here. Today we are going to be talking about how to waste your life. Let's just get straight into it. So, status, these check marks. Why are people buying status? Legit. It's not going to ruin your life, but seeking validation from others definitely will. If you're constantly seeking validation, that's not good. You don't seek validation, guys. Nobody really cares. Honestly, nobody cares. I mean, maybe a tiny bit, but I see people spending money on this stuff. Don't spend money on this stuff. Honestly, let's do D tier. It's not too bad if you really want that check mark. It's a different thing if you're doing it for like a business, something like that. But just regular day-to-day life, no, don't do this. Binge watching TV shows. Now, I'm going to be honest. We've all done this. I do this occasionally. It's a different thing if you get all your work done for the day, if you come home and you binge a TV show and you're exhausted. That's a different thing. I do this occasionally. On the weekends, I'll binge watch shows with my girlfriend. It's great. But if you're constantly doing this every day, this definitely can ruin your life and it can waste your life away. So I'll put this in C tier for now, but we'll see. Living for the weekend. If you're living for the weekend and you don't enjoy your week, there's 7 days in a week. If you don't like 5 of the days in your week, then what are you living for? I'm gonna be honest. If you're just living for those 2 days in a week that you're not going to remember, if you're going out getting drunk with your friends, sure, that can be a good time. This is definitely how to waste your life away, guys. If you're not looking forward to the week, if you're not looking forward to your life, how are you going to live? This is how you waste your life. And if you don't like that job, if you don't like whatever you do, either change it or reframe it. So, one thing I do is I reframe things. If I don't like what I'm doing right now, I'll say, hey, this is going to pay off for the future. And I know it sucks right now, but I will be rewarded later. And if you don't think if that's not going to happen, if I say, "Hey, will this reward me later in the future?" Most of the time, yes. If not, why are we doing these things, guys? Why? Living for the weekend, honestly, for right now, I'll put it B tier, but that could change. All these could change. Never taking action. Never taking action. If you're constantly sitting there, if you have ideas, if you have that YouTube channel idea, if you have that business idea, but you never implement it, you're going to be stuck at square one. Not even square one, square zero, because you haven't done anything. You haven't done anything, guys. Even if you have that idea and it fails, at least you tried. At least you tried. If you never try, you will never know. And later in your life, you will be like, oh man, that could have been great. That idea could have been great. This is how to waste your life. I know so many people that have so many ideas but never implement them. Most people have ideas like, hey, I'm going to start this business. I'm going to start this YouTube channel. I've explained in my prior videos. I had a friend wanted to start a YouTube channel. A month or two later, I was like, hey, what's your YouTube channel? Oh, I haven't started. I'm thinking of ideas. Well, have you started on a video? No. Bro, I thought of this channel last week. Look at my channel. I have like 7 videos, guys. That's a video every day. I started this channel. I had the idea, started the channel the same day. If you have an idea, start it now, please. If you never start your ideas, this will be one of the biggest wastes of time in your life. Kind of same vein, procrastination. This is kind of the same thing. If you have that idea and you procrastinate, you're never going to do it. Now, I listened to this guy, Jocko Willink, and he had this podcast where he was talking to this guy. And he had a story. He talked to this guy. This guy was like, I'm getting a divorce. I have a business, but I'm going to have to sell the business. I'm going to have to go to Home Depot. I just don't know what to do right now. Jocko was like, you're stuck in the woods. All you need to do is start walking. All you need to do is start walking. What does that mean? If you're in the woods right now, all you're doing is you wake up in the woods, and you're just looking around. You don't know where to go. You're just looking around. You haven't even moved. If you move and you go in the wrong direction, you can just turn around. If you do something and it's not good, at least you can turn around. If you start that project and it's not good, at least you started. Starting is the hardest part. Arguably, starting and doing the wrong thing is better than just sitting there because at least you started. Starting is the hardest thing. Don't procrastinate. Whenever I was in high school, middle school, whatever, I was really bad at procrastinating. Really, really bad. I had an assignment in a week, 2 weeks. Bro, I don't have to worry about that for another week or two. Legit, I would do these things the night before. And I know a lot of people that would. Most of us probably would. And don't procrastinate, please, guys. Please do not procrastinate. Procrastination will kill you. I still procrastinate, but I've gotten a lot better at this. That just implementing your idea right now, just doing the project right now. If I got that project 2 weeks ahead and I just knocked it out in a day or two, I wouldn't have to worry about it the whole. I'm going to have to do the thing anyways. Might as well just do it now, right? And if you have something like the next day, the day after, bro, you've got that whole 2 weeks. And guess what? Whenever the deadline comes up, something could get in your way where you can't do this or you have to pull an all nighter. And yeah, I don't know. Procrastination is so bad. And overthinking these things, if you just don't do anything, you're not going to get anywhere in life. If you, if he, his analogy was if he was stuck in the woods, he would walk. He would eventually find a stream. That stream would lead to a road or a lake or something or a path. He would follow that path. He would eventually find a road, follow that road to the next city, and then he would figure out where he was. That's essentially what we're doing. And if he figured out he was walking the wrong way, he would walk the other way. Guys, you have to implement your ideas now. You have to do it now. One of my videos is speed. You have to have speed in everything you do. This is what separates good business owners from great business owners. They have speed. They have an idea. They implement it now, today, the next day. They implement it fast. They get it done. Now, drugs. Obviously, this is terrible. We all know the tweakers on the street that do drugs. Drugs is going to waste your life away. If you want to waste your life, drugs is your highest return on investment for wasting your life. It's not good. It's terrible. It will it will be so bad for you. I talked to this guy. He did methamphetamines. And he's clean now, but he was a drug addict. The first time he did methamphetamines, all he said was, I did the methamphetamines. All I wanted to do the rest of my life was meth. That's all I wanted to do in that moment. That's all I ever wanted to do. I didn't care about anything else except this feeling right now. That's how bad drugs are. They will waste your life away. You won't want to do anything but that. Don't do drugs, guys. Please never, ever do drugs. If somebody offers you, don't do it. If it's so bad for you. It will get you a great reward for 30 an hour for the next 8 hours, but the rest of your life, bro, you're really willing to throw away the rest of your life, bro. You can get in trouble. The police can come. You can go to jail, bro. Drugs are so bad. Come on, guys. Don't do drugs. Toxic relationships. Toxic relationships are very bad, whether it's a friend, whether it's a relationship, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever it is. Don't don't have these toxic relationships because they are going to ruin your life. Those people that constantly ask for money, drain you, they just drain you mentally. These people that are toxic, they drain you mentally. They get a weird, and I know a lot of people like this. They get a weird satisfaction, like a weird dopamine release off of constantly complaining, getting into fights, whatever. They want that response. They want you to respond to them. They want you to have a reaction that's negative, and in a weird way, it gets them a little bit of a dopamine hit, but it drags you down. Just cut these people out of your life. Just cut them out of your life. In a world, let's just say you have that toxic relationship, what's the worst thing that's going to happen if you cut them out of your life? You won't talk to them anymore. And you might have good times with these people, but overall these people Just cut them out of your life, please. They're not going to improve your life, guys. They're not going to improve your life. Okay, staying up late. Staying up late, it's generally not a good thing. However, it can be a good thing. A lot of people, they hit their flow whenever they're staying up late, doing work, stuff like that. That's good. If you want to do that, do that. Some people hit their stride when they stay up late. Some people work whenever they stay up late. But most of the time, staying up late is not good. If you have a 9 to 5 job, you stay up late, bro, you're not getting much sleep for that 9 to 5. Guess what? Whenever you get home, you're exhausted. You're going to binge watch. You're not going to start that business. You're not going to implement your ideas, guys. Don't stay up late. You're going to feel bad the next day. You're going to feel terrible. Same vein, sleeping in. Kind of the same thing. Sleeping in. Don't sleep in, guys. It can be bad. It can be. However, it also can be good. It can be good. If you stay up late, if you're doing your work, you deserve to sleep in. If you're staying up and you hit your stride from 12 p.m. to 4 a.m., you're fine. You can do this. But studies show, excuse me, had a cough. Studies show that if you go to sleep early, you have like a window, and everybody's different. You have a window of sleep. If you go to sleep early, or you hit your window, and you generally know when that is whenever you start feeling tired, unless you're overstimulated on like caffeine, nicotine, or stuff like this. You generally know when you need to go to sleep, or your body does. And whenever you hit that window, you get a lot of peptides, like natural peptides in your system, and you feel great the next day. We've all went to sleep early, and we've all waken up early, and we've all felt great. Let me get a sip of water here. Excuse me, guys. But scientifically, if you hit your window of sleep, and everybody's different, and you wake up the next day, you're going to feel a lot better. Generally, I would say the exceptions do not disprove the rule, but generally, if you have a wake up time, go to sleep time, and wake up time, whatever it is, like I said, it could be from, you could go to sleep at 4 a.m., wake up in the afternoon, but if that's your pattern, just do it. You're going to be more focused. You're going to be better overall. But generally, I would say, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm at work right now, and somebody just walked in. So, guys, I'm recording these videos at work right now. I am maxing. I'm maxing right now, getting these videos done while getting paid. I had a little bit of free time, so I got this video done. Where were we? So essentially, going to sleep late, waking up late, these are bad things. Just generally, I would say these are bad things. Always build systems. Build a system where you go to sleep early and you wake up early. Guess what? Whenever I wake up early, I'm motivated to go to the gym in the morning. Motivated to do these things. Motivated to work. Motivated to work on my business. Going to sleep late, I always feel bad when I wake up in the morning. And I've built up the habit of waking up early I've done this so many times in my life that I automatically wake up at 6:30, 7, sometimes even 8 o'clock. Depends on how tired I am. And I do sleep in sometimes. Like 8 o'clock, that's sleeping in for me. But it's not sleeping in until like 12, 1 p.m. I know guys that sleep in until the afternoon. Literally waste your life away. Even if you go to sleep late, you can wake up early. I go to sleep late sometimes. And I wake up early no matter what. So don't sleep your life away. If you want that window, sleep 7-8 hours a night, but go to bed early, guys. I'm just saying it will improve your life. Being overweight, not going to the gym, not focusing on exercise. Exercise is literally your best return on investment in your whole life. It will be. If you're not going to the gym, if you're not exercising in some way, what are you doing with your life? You're probably doing all these things. Maybe not drugs, but you're probably doing all the other things. I would say exercise. You have to exercise. If not, you're going to feel it later in your life. You will. It will ruin your life. It might not ruin your life today, might not ruin your life a week from now, might not even ruin your life a year from now, but it will catch up to you. This is how you waste your life away. You don't exercise, and you're probably not exercising because you're doing all these other things. You're wasting your life away, guys. Exercise. You have to exercise. Exercise is S tier on how to improve your life. This is how to waste your life. So if you want to waste your life away, don't exercise. Just saying. Junk food. Junk food, if kind of the same vein, not really. I do eat junk food occasionally. I'll put this in B tier. Junk food, if you can eat junk food, guys. I eat junk food occasionally. I typically live a healthy lifestyle, but if you're constantly going to McDonald's, if you're going out to eat all the freaking time, if you're eating all that sugar, you're not going to be motivated to go to the gym. You're not going to be motivated to start that business. I mean, you might, but in general, bad foods are bad for you. You're going to feel it later in your life. You're going to feel lethargic in the next 30 minutes. Just eat a salad. Come on, guys. If you want, junk food gives you a hit, a little dopamine hit for the time you eat it. But after you eat it, you're going to feel the pain. Every time I eat bad food, I feel the pain after. A lot of bad food. I can have a little bit of I can have a cookie, whatever. Whenever I go out, I can have a dessert, not really feel it. Generally, if you're eating bad foods all the time, it can waste your life away. I use it to enjoy. It amplifies my life. I don't eat these things on a regular basis, so whenever I do eat these things, it means so much more to me. But if you constantly eat bad foods all the time, if you're getting fast food, then the holidays, it's kind of just your regular life. The holidays for me, I eat these things all the time during the holidays. I probably shouldn't, but it means so much because the times in my life that I don't. Guys, don't eat junk food, please. This is B tier. It won't ruin your life, but it certainly can. It can make you obese. It can make you fat. Don't do these things. If you're going to the gym, it you can overcompensate for a bad diet to a certain extent. If you I have a certain calorie limit that I have every day. If you're eating junk food but you're not going over that calorie limit, you will be okay. You'll still feel the pain though. I'm just saying. Sorry. I thought somebody just walked into my work, but nobody did. Anyways, vaping. Vaping is so bad for you. Why are we vaping? I know people smoking, cigarettes, vaping, nicotine, all these. No, nicotine can improve your life. It can make you focused. Nicotine is a nootropic, but if you're not using it to your advantage, it will waste your life away. I know people that can't go without vaping. If they don't go without vaping, their whole life is ruined, bro. You go on a camping trip, you don't have your vape. Oh, that whole camping trip is ruined. You're wasting your life away. So many people abuse these things. So many people, it feels really good at first. It feels really good, and then your body gets accustomed to it over time, really fast. And most people that vape, they need that vape just to hit their baseline. Before they vaped, they had a baseline. They started vaping, they experienced this big high, and now they need the vape just to experience that baseline again. Guys, vaping can ruin your life. You can get cancer. Cigarettes will ruin your life. You can get cancer. However, you can use nicotine to your advantage. I'm not saying that. You can have like a Zyn nicotine gum. Nicotine gum is good. Whenever I'm working and I need a little bit extra boost, maybe like a half a piece of nicotine gum. Nicotine. It's the compound itself can be bad if you abuse it, but it also can be good. I'm putting it in A tier for most of you because most of you will probably abuse this. Some people are probably vaping while watching this video. I'm going to be honest. Alcohol. I would say alcohol is above vaping. Honestly, alcohol is in A tier. It's not S tier for right now, but alcohol is terrible for you. Why are we drinking alcohol? It makes you less effective for 99% of people. Exceptions do not disprove the rule. There is that exception. Those people that drink alcohol that are extremely effective on alcohol. I'm not saying that, but for most of us, don't drink alcohol. Drinking alcohol will waste your life away. Now, occasionally if you have a drink, that's fine. It won't ruin your life. But if you're drinking every weekend, every other day, that's bad for you. Please, please don't drink alcohol. Alcohol will waste your life away. Don't do it. You can have that occasional drink, not saying so. I don't drink alcohol, but if I did, I would enjoy it so much more because I don't do it that much. Now, this one was kind of cut off. This goes into the same vein as procrastination, stuff like this. Overthinking. Is it an A tier or B tier? I overthink. I'm going to say B tier for right now, high B tier. It can be A tier. However, I overthink sometimes. Overthinking isn't good for you. You know, you suffer more in your mind than you do in reality, most of the times. I think there was a study done that there was a study that a lot of people overthought in the study. A lot of overthinkers were in the study. And guess what? 91% of the people that overthought, the thing didn't even happen anyways. And guess what? That 9% of people that predicted the thing to happen, whenever it happened, it wasn't as bad as they thought. Overthinking is bad. However, overthinking can be a good thing in certain circumstances. If you have a business and you're overthinking, but that overthinking leads to preparation, or if you have like a wrestling match, a jiu-jitsu match, a judo match, a martial arts match, and you overthink it, but you get overly prepared, that is a good thing. But overthinking in general can waste your life away. It's so bad. Just stop overthinking. Stop overthinking, guys. You know, in the Bible it says, don't overthink. Put your trust in the Lord. You know, I think that's a great concept. Please do not overthink. Overthinking is so bad. However, there are those things like you have a presentation, you overthink it, that will make you overprepared. In that circumstance, overthinking is a good thing, but most of the time it's a bad thing. Risk. I just put risk here, but not taking risks. If you never take risks in your life, you will probably most of the time never be where you want to be. If you don't take that risk, so let me tell you a story. I went to college. My parents told me to go to college. I didn't know what I was 18. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I listened to them. I went to college, but guess what? I didn't like it. And you know, my parents told me, "Oh, you have to stay in college. It'll get better. Guess what? It never got better. I was there for 3 years. Never got better. I was like, I don't want to be here. This job probably won't be high paying. My degree won't be high paying." So I took a risk. I started a lot of YouTube channels. I started businesses. Guess what? I took that risk. I quit college. I had to have these conversations with my parents that I quit college. Took a leap of faith. I jumped. I took that risk. I started a drop shipping business. Like I said in one of my prior videos, didn't work out. I took the risk, but guess what? I had a bigger reward because some of my YouTube channels took off. Some didn't take off. Some of them did, however. And my TikTok channel, boom, blew up once I started taking that risk. Once I dedicated a year to this YouTube channel, to my life. Not this YouTube channel specifically. I have a lot of others. And you know what? Some of them took off, guys. Some of them took off. I took the risk. I was dedicated. You have to take risks. But if you want to waste your life away, don't take any risks. Don't take any risks if you want to go to college, get that degree, you know, sit at a job 9 to 5 for the rest of your life and never take risks if you really want to waste your life away. You'll probably get a job you don't like. You know, there are those people that go to college and get a good job and they like it. You know, that could be you. But for most of you that don't take risks, you're probably going to be depressed. You're probably going to be like, oh, what if? What if? Please take the risk, guys. Constant complaining. Constant complaining. Why are we? Honestly, this is A tier. Why are we constantly complaining? You have to take self-accountability for things, guys. I know so many people that want to blame everything on politics, want to blame everything on other people. You have to blame yourself. Honestly, this is high A. This is right here. You have to stop living your life like a coward. And I'm not even kidding. If you constantly complain about others, complain about other things, but never blame yourself, you will live in a perpetual cycle of wasting your life away. Complaining never works. Most of the time, it never works. And you know what? That one time, it might work. If you're complaining to your boss about one thing, it might work on that 5% chance, but that 95% chance, you know what your boss thinks? Oh, this guy's a loser. This guy complains. That you complain to somebody. And venting is different from complaining. I vent from time to time, but if you're constantly complaining, I know somebody that complains all the time. That venting means so much less. But if you never complain and you vent one time, you know, you are seen, whenever you complain, people like you less. They respect you less. I'm just saying right now. So don't complain. Venting is different, but if you want to waste your life, complain all the time. Complain all the time if you want to waste your life. Okay, this is kind of toxic relationships, but kind of the same vein. Never taking accountability and blaming others for your actions. Blaming others. I know so many people that just like to blame others. Like I said, politics, they like to blame things. Oh, gas is going up, so I can't do this. Oh, this is happening, so I can't do this. You have so much control, you don't even know. You have so much control, you don't even know. Oh, I don't make enough money, and this is the reason why. Why don't you just start a business? You could be making more money. Rather than complaining, rather than pushing it off, you could be making more money. Don't complain. Please don't complain. Don't push the blame off to other people, because guess what? Whenever you push the blame off, you're respected less. It goes back to Jocko Willink, taking extreme ownership. If you take ownership of every bad situation, and you might not even have control over the situation, but if you respond to situations and don't blame others, your life will be better. Jocko Willink says, if let's say you have if somebody a family member gets cancer, obviously you can't control that, but you can take ownership of how you respond to that action. So if you want to waste your life away, constantly blame others, constantly complain, and don't take accountability for yourself if you want to waste your life away. But if you want to improve your life, do the opposite of this list. Never do drugs. Always work out. Never do alcohol. If you want to improve your life, do the opposite of this list. Okay, this picture says never stop learning. However, people that never learn in general, if you're never learning, what are you doing with your life? If you're in a perpetual cycle of going to your 9 to 5, never learning, getting drunk on the weekends, if you never learn anything, your life will be bad. Your life will be bad. Whatever it is. If you want to learn a hobby, but you never learn that, if you're just watching TV, this is how you waste a life away. If you never learn high valued skills, you're wasting your life away. What are you doing? 24 hours a day? You're probably 8 hours of sleep. You have 16 hours in the day, guys. You go to work 8 hours. You have another 8 hours, maybe 30, 45 minutes driving to work. You have the rest of the day to do whatever you want. You should learn. You can read 1 hour of a book, listen to a podcast. You can do any of these things. YouTube is a great learning resource. You can learn how to code. You can learn how to copyright. You can learn how to do these things. These are high valued skills, guys. But if you want to waste your life away, never learn. Never learn. Honestly, I want to say this is above alcohol, but I'll put it below alcohol for right now. It's high A. Never learning is high A. All right, no one cares. I put nobody cares, but if you constantly care about what other people think about you, you're going to be wasting your life away. This is the overthinking category, but if you're constantly caring about what other people think about, if you're seeking the validation, guess what? For one, no one cares about you. You might have you might have that family member that cares about you. You have a handful of people that genuinely care about you, that will risk their life for you. But other than that, nobody cares about you. Stop seeking validation from people that don't even care about you. Why would I listen to somebody? For one, so somebody was complaining to me, and they were teaching me. They were telling me how I should live my life. They were saying, "Oh, you live your life in such an unbalanced way." I'm like, "How?" And why would I listen to somebody? They drink alcohol. They don't ever stick with the job. I'm talking about this person specifically. They don't ever have a good job and they're complaining. And why would I listen to somebody that doesn't care about themselves? Literally, they don't go to the gym. Why would I care? Why would I care about somebody's validation when I don't respect them? You should be listening to people that you respect, and you're getting validation from this person that doesn't even respect themselves, that will probably end up a toxic relationship. This is a toxic relationship. If if you constantly seek validation from others, you're wasting your time because it never does anything for you. However, if you seek validation from, or if you network with people that are actually successful, if you listen to these people that are actually successful, it can improve your life. However, most of the time, whenever you seek validation from others, you are wasting your life away. Gambling. Gambling is bad. Don't gamble. Don't do these gambling apps. It will waste your life away. Sure, you can make that quick money. Sure. But, for some people, gambling is S tier. These are the exceptions to the rule. For most of us, I would say a lot of us, gambling isn't too bad. However, gambling, if you have a gambling addiction, it's S tier for you. It's next to drugs. It's being overweight. If you're constantly wasting your money, yeah, it's S tier. However, if you're doing these apps online, if you're gambling, it's just a big waste of time. I've been to a casino. I've never been to a casino gambling. I've been to a casino one time because I picked up one person, but I went inside and I checked them out of their hotel. And you know what I thought? The casino was depressing as heck. It was so depressing. The casino was so depressing. I'm not even going to lie. These people are constantly drinking alcohol in these casinos. They're doing drugs. They're getting strippers. They're getting hookers, whatever it is. Gambling is terrible for you. Don't gamble, guys. Please, please don't gamble. Ever. Don't do these apps. Don't do Polymarket. Don't do these things. Please, please don't do it. Okay. Dating apps. This is dating apps, but like chasing validation from women or chasing women in general, chasing these things. I know so many guys that chase women. You know what? If you want to chase women, this is how you waste your life away. It's there's a difference between chasing women and improving your pickup line, stuff like that. Like, you can approach women but not chase them, if that makes sense. You can go to women and try your pickup line. Try. This is, if you're trying to improve your social skills, you're learning. And learning is a good thing. This can be a good thing. But I know so many guys my age, from 21 to 24, that go out to the bars and chase women. Guess what? The women don't care about you. They just don't. And you might get that lucky relationship. You might. But if you're successful, if you're a successful guy, if you're in good shape, guess what? The women will come to you even if you're not looking for them. So if you want to waste your life away, constantly chase women, constantly chase these relationships, constantly chase these emotions. Doom scrolling. Doom scrolling. You'll waste your life away. This is I would say it's worse than vaping. It's worse than toxic. It's worse than it is a form of procrastination, but it's worse than all these things. It's worse than let's face it. If you're doom scrolling, you're doing all the rest of these things. Doom scrolling is so bad for you guys. Don't do it. I used to doom scroll. And so, a little story. Whenever I was in college, I went to college every day, but Tuesdays and Thursdays were packed. Every single second of my day was packed. Every single second. I woke up, I went to school, and I was constantly going to classes. I would get home at 9 at night. I would wake up at like 7, 8 o'clock, and my lectures would be all day until 9 p.m. I would get home at 9 p.m. around there. And, the next day, Fridays I did have off. And I did have work on Fridays, but Fridays are a lax day for me here at my sales job. I would doom scroll all day. I would get here at 10 and until 5 I would be doom scrolling, because Thursdays I had a long day. I was like, oh, I need relaxation. I would look at the clock and I'd be like, my whole day is just gone. I doom scrolled that whole day on Instagram. Delete these apps. Delete Instagram. Delete TikTok. You know what I do? I don't have these apps on my phone. I have them on my computer. If somebody messages me, I'll check my computer once a week, twice a week. And you know what? I'll check it for 5 minutes and I'll log right off. I don't doom scroll. Don't doom scroll, guys. It's so easy to doom scroll. It's so easy. This will waste your life away. This will waste your life away. I'm going to say it's above alcohol. I'm going to be honest. For some people, alcohol is S tier. But for most of us, you know what? I'm putting this in S tier. Doom scrolling is an S tier. For most of us, it's an S tier. Delete the apps, guys. Check your watch time on your phone. How much did you spend on your how much time did you spend on Instagram today? For most of us, hours, 6 hours a day. You have 16 hours in the day. Let's say you go to work 8 hours. You have another 8 hours to yourself, maybe 7 hours to yourself. You're doom scrolling that whole time, probably. You're doom scrolling that whole time. If you want to waste your life away, constantly doom scroll. All right, let's recap the video here. You need to check if I'm recording. I'm still recording. Okay, cool. Recap. If you want to waste your life away, do drugs. If you want to waste your life away, be obese. Constantly doom scroll. This is how you waste your life away, guys. Drink alcohol all the time. Never learn. If you never learn, you never have to do anything. If you never take risks, you don't have to you don't have to take that risks. If you're constantly complaining, this will waste your life away. You know, if you're pushing blame on other people, if you never take action, if you constantly procrastinate, if you're in toxic relationships, if you're vaping all the time, if you chase women, if you're gambling, if you constantly seek validation, if you're staying up late, if you're sleeping in late, if you're constantly eating junk food, these things will waste your life away. I know this is kind of a negative video, but however, if you want to improve your life, do the opposite of this list. Do the opposite of this list. Opposite. If you want to improve your life, never do drugs. Always go to the gym. Never doom scroll. Never drink alcohol. Always learn. Never complain. Always take risks. If you want to improve your life, do the opposite of this list. This list is very negative, but it's very positive if you reframe it. If you say, these are the things I'm never going to do. If you never do any of these things, your life, you will have a great life. I'm just saying that. If you implement all the opposite of all these things, your life will be great, guys. I'm just saying that right now. Anyways, guys, this has been Haptic. This is how to waste your life away. How to waste your life away. This is Haptic. I hope you guys have a great day, great weekend, whatever it is, whatever day you're watching this. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.